when someone's looking at architecting a multi-cloud environment, or for that matter, may already have one instantiated, but maybe that architecture kind of evolved without as much strategic thinking as they wanted
Hmm.
just because they were moving quickly. What about dependency mapping? What type of things should they be looking at when they're designing an architecture either from scratch, multi-cloud architecture from scratch, or kind of reconstituting one that needs a little buffing around the edges, if you will?
So applications are complicated. When you're building it, you won't care about the backup strategy or the recovery strategy at an application level. So you build it with the pieces that you think are the most essential for building your application the right way. Right now, because of that, your application itself may be spanning across various services in every single cloud or multiple clouds, even, right? You can have certain pieces of the application in Azure, a few others in AWS, and the remaining in Google Cloud, right? In such a scenario, teams usually face two problems. One is fragmented ownership. You have a different engineering or DevOps team that's dealing with the Azure deployments, and then certain other teams dealing with your AWS deployments, and maybe a dedicated team that's dealing with Google Cloud. So this fragmented ownership means that when there is a event, for example, you'll have to sort of align resources across all of these teams. And we are talking about people here, not just processes. So,
Right.
people and processes, you need to align that across all of these organizations, and they have to work in unison like a well oiled machine. Now, the second problem that it opens up is multiple vendors. You may be backing up your Azure data using Azure Backup. You may be backing up your AWS data with AWS Backup, and you may be backing up your Google Cloud data with some other tool, right? Now, first of all, you have different teams responsible for different areas of your application. And now, an added complexity is that there are different vendors protecting the different parts of your application, right?
Right.
And vendor consolidation becomes a key there. Now, all of this has to be thought through when you're designing the application itself. So that's why we say that you need to operationalize resilience. You need to think of it right from the beginning, right from the time that you start designing an application. You need to think about how to protect the data and how to recover that in case of an event.